Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I hope you're safe and well because that is the most important thing. If you're a bit older, like what I am, it sometimes seems like the world's going mad, and this sense of it going completely bonkers is continuing. So I thought this week I will be focusing on things that I think are completely lunatic. With apologies to anybody watching this who is suffering or has suffered or has someone suffering from a genuine mental illness. This is more about the madness of crowds, about the delusions that seem to be going around at the moment. I'm going to start with an absolute belter. Somebody has decided that lactic acid should be classified as corrosive. Yeah, really. And interestingly, when you go back through all of the information that's available in the REACH dossier, what it looks like to me is that, and it's one particular form, it's not all lactic acid, but of course some people are saying, well, if it's got it in that optical isomer, it must be for the rest of them. They're basing this information on a single test where all the animals died. Now, in all the other animal tests, and there've been about 6, because I looked at this a couple of weeks ago, but I think about 6 animal tests, and none of the other animals showed anything like this degree of severity of reaction. And the test itself is, I think, the 1980s. And they've given this a class 1 Clinish test, where you assess the quality of the data. And to me, it looks more like something went wrong at the lab, to be perfectly honest. I have done thousands of chemical tests at labs on behalf of clients. And let me tell you, if you are lucky, about 10% of them will go wrong. And if you're unlucky, it's higher. There are a number of reasons for this. And bearing in mind, this is on environmental samples. So we're talking about groundwater. We're talking about occasional odor samples. We're talking about soil samples, but a lot of groundwater samples in particular. And you find that there are problems at the lab. They don't dilute things down correctly. There is a problem with the machinery. Somebody mislabels something. Your stuff goes missing. There are so many things that can go wrong. And my spider senses tell me that record, which showed that there was deaths, is most likely to be a problem at the lab, where there's been some kind of contamination, rather than an actual problem with the lactic acid itself. But because of the so-called precautionary principle, somebody has decided they're going to evaluate that as Clinish 1. I don't believe anything is Clinish 1 from the 1980s. It's too long ago. We don't have the records. The people who worked there are probably all retired and can't remember what the hell was going on. And let's face it, if you're a lab and you don't wash out your syringes or whatever that you're using, and you've got contamination in there, are you going to fess up to your clients that you cocked up? Probably not. So anyway, I'm going to put a link to the 1580p below this video now. It's in the spreadsheet, but you can go and check it yourself and see what I mean. So to start us off today with reasons to be cheerful on the mad world, I'm going to start with Prince Buster, because if we're going to have madness, we might as well have tuneful madness. And I look forward to ranting at you, apologies, later on in the week with some more things that I think are completely nuts. Just put that link there. So, and apologies, that's Isla, our young dog, having a big drink, having been out for a big walk in the glorious weather this morning. So for once, I can say I hope you have lovely weather like we have today. I look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Bye.